Nestled at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, Afghanistan's history is a mosaic of conquests, cultures, and conflicts that spans over millennia. With a landscape as diverse as its past, the nation has stood witness to the rise and fall of empires, the clash of civilizations, and the struggles of its people for sovereignty and stability. From the ancient Silk Road to the modern geopolitics of today, Afghanistan's journey is one of endurance and adaptation. Ancient foundations, the birth of a crossroads. Afghanistan's history can be traced back to antiquity, when it served as a vital node along the Silk Road, the network of trade routes that connected the east to the west. The region's strategic position attracted various empires, including the Persian Achaemenids, who ruled over the area. It was under Alexander the Great's conquests in the 4th century BCE that Afghanistan witnessed the blending of Greek and local cultures, leaving an enduring influence on art, language, and architecture. The spread of Islam and the empires of the East. The 7th century marked a turning point as Islam spread across the region, shaping Afghanistan's religious and cultural landscape. The Ghaznavid Empire emerged in the 10th century, establishing a rich cultural heritage through patronage of scholars and artists. Subsequently, the Ghurids and Khwarezmians played pivotal roles until the arrival of Genghis Khan's Mongol hordes in the 13th century, leaving destruction in their wake. Mughals, Safavids, and the Great Game. The 16th century saw the emergence of the Mughal Empire in India, extending its influence into Afghanistan. The Safavids of Persia, on the other hand, exerted their control over western regions. The collision of these two titans resulted in a power struggle for control of the Afghan lands. This period marked the beginning of the Great Game, a geopolitical rivalry between the British and Russian empires for influence in Central Asia. The Durrani Empire and British encounters. Amidst this tumultuous landscape, Ahmad Shah Durrani founded the modern Afghan state in the 18th century, establishing the Durrani Empire. However, the 19th century saw Afghanistan become a pawn in the Great Game as Britain and Russia vied for supremacy. The two Anglo-Afghan Wars, 1839–1842 and 1878–1880, were a testament to Afghanistan's tenacity in defending its sovereignty against colonial ambitions. 20th century turmoil, independence and conflict. The 20th century ushered in a new era, marked by Afghanistan's quest for independence. The country gained full sovereignty from British influence in 1919, yet internal divisions persisted. A series of coups and modernization efforts followed, leading to King Zahir Shah's rule. However, a communist coup in 1978 triggered a Soviet intervention in 1979, sparking the Soviet-Afghan War. Soviet-Afghan War and the rise of the Taliban. The Soviet invasion proved to be a turning point. Afghan resistance, supported by various nations, including the United States, led to a decade-long conflict that drained resources and left the country in ruins. The withdrawal of Soviet forces in 1989 created a power vacuum, which was exploited by various factions. Among these, the Taliban emerged as a dominant force, imposing a strict form of Islamic governance. The post-9/11 era and ongoing challenges. The 21st century brought with it a global reckoning. Following the September 11 attacks in 2001, the United States and its allies launched Operation Enduring Freedom, ousting the Taliban regime. Afghanistan's attempt to rebuild and establish democratic governance faced immense challenges, including internal strife, insurgency, and the resurgence of the Taliban. International efforts aimed at stabilizing the country continue to this day. Looking ahead, aspirations and complexities. Afghanistan's history is a reflection of its resilience and adaptability in the face of external pressures and internal conflicts. The Afghan people's determination to forge a future of peace and stability remains unyielding. As the country navigates its way through shifting geopolitical dynamics, there's hope for sustainable development, improved governance, and lasting peace.
Afghanistan's history is a tapestry woven with the threads of conquests, cultures, and conflicts. Its strategic location has made it a nexus for civilizations and empires, each leaving their mark on the nation's identity. From the Silk Road to the modern struggles for stability, Afghanistan's journey is one that encapsulates the trials and triumphs of a resilient people. As the world watches and supports Afghanistan's ongoing story, It's a reminder that history's threads are never truly severed, they continue to weave the future.